Welcome everybody to the AFK Hour Podcast. I'm your host jlucio, and today we have NABjr
Yo, yo, yo.
and StevieRay.
Howdy.
And today is podcast episode 47, which is pretty
Wow.
good. And it's been a while since we talked about video games. We've been talking about life and what's going on in the world, and our previous podcast had guests. So we're gonna go back to our roots, and we're gonna be talking about mainly video game stuff. And the main thing that happened this past week, and I think it's still going on because there's still a showcase tonight. I think is there like something going on, or I don't know, something's. It's basically E3, and E3 started off really with a bang. Like it had so many good games coming out. And I was just like insane. Like I was just like mind blown by all the things I was like they're showcasing. What do you guys think about the E3 conference that's happened so far, or well, happened?
I mean, it's been pretty cool. I mean, so we just got out of a pandemic year, right? And so we're finally starting to see some of those like showcase things that we've been promised for a while. Honestly, though, like I mean, it's like I want to say it was kind of disappointing, but also like, what did you expect coming out of a pandemic? So I can't say much. So it was less than what I expected, but like I feel like you got to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch all of them. I watched some of them, but I mean, I think they were interesting, but maybe because this last year I played so many different types of games, I just wanted something different. Even though, I mean, we still got some that I am like excited for, but I feel like we went through so many different types at least I went through so many different types of games this past year that I wanted to see if there was gonna be like something new that you hadn't seen before, and everything felt like some version of another game, just like different. But I thought it was pretty cool though.
So I mean, for those that didn't actually know what was happening on E3 on Saturday began. It was just a kickoff, and Ubisoft and Gearbox announced all their stuff on Saturday. On Sunday, it was Xbox and Bethesda, since they have a partnership now. I'm pretty sure Xbox just bought out Bethesda, and now it's just part of Microsoft. Square Enix as well, and Warner Brother Games, blah blah. Right. On Monday, there was Mythical Games, Freedom Games, Razors, Capcom, Verizon as well had a showcase. On Tuesday,
Horizon? What did
yeah,
they show?
I'm not entirely sure. I didn't stick on for that part. That was in the evening, and no one really stuck on for Verizon. So on Tuesday, it was Nintendo, and I felt like Nintendo was really lackluster. It was the most boring and the least hype out of all of them. I mean, they showed Zelda, right? That's all they showed, and everyone was like
They
kind of
showed
excited.
They showed
they just showed rehashes of bullshit. Like I was like, okay, they had some pretty cool stuff, but it's like stuff that my geeky ass gets fucking excited about, like Mario Party, WarioWare, and fucking Advanced Wars. Like I fucking love Advanced Wars, but it's like that's not like mainstream hype. That's like fucking subreddit hype. Like like the obscure subreddit with like 100 people. It's like hype. Like.
Yeah, they also showcased Metroid, and they like put online for Mario Party, but I feel really bad because I personally am not a Nintendo user, but every time I hear that Nintendo does anything online, it's like total trash. That's what I hear.
Yep. Well, I mean, so they released Mario Party online for the latest Mario Party. They put a DLC out like a couple months ago. But the thing with this one, it's like basically what they said that they're doing is they're taking all of the old N64 and some of the older maps and whatever and games, and they're bringing them back, but they're making you pay fucking $60 for it. Like what the fuck? Like I was like, like make it a DLC. I'll pay $20 for like all that old shit, like that's cool. But 60 But that's just because fucking Nintendo knows their fans and that they're gonna fucking buy it.
Yeah,
no,
Mr. Destructicon. He's just like, you know what? I'll buy it.
I know, fucking, yep. They're just gonna buy it. Yeah, fucking feed it. Here you go.
So
And then
Probably
we
my
saw
stuff
that for
included.
the.
I'm fucking complaining, but I'm gonna fucking buy it probably.
Did you see the? I think it was the Zelda anniversary thing that they kind of just like made like another Game Boy
Oh, the Game and
Advance.
Watch, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, what? Why?
and it actually works as like a watch too. And I was just like, who buys that? Like, I don't know. Like that just honestly just seems like a knickknack, like an expensive knickknack that you put on a shelf and you never fucking touch. But yeah.
surprisingly enough, the Nintendo game that I'm most excited for wasn't even showcased on Nintendo. It was for Ubisoft, and it was the Capcom Mario or whatever, the Mario slash the Rabbids or whatever. That one's the game
Yeah,
I'm
I
actually
played
really
the
excited
first
for
one.
that.
Yeah, I played the first one. I really loved that game, and so they're saying that they're like changing it up. They're making it like freeform combat, which looks pretty cool. Like that's another one of those like ones I feel like a nerd like getting excited for something like that, you know, because it's like, oh yeah, fucking Mario and Rabbids. Like, what am I, fucking 14? Like,
The way I explain to people that don't know what that is, it's just Capcom, but Mario plus Rabbids, and like I mean, it's a really fun turn-based game, but
XCOM.
XCOM, yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's a really fun game, but I've never actually played it. I've seen you play it. I think I played the demo actually once on my Switch, but other than that, like I've never actually played the full game, but it looks really fun.
I was reading, so like there was a Reddit post about, because people were like, "What? They're making a second one of those?" Apparently, the first one sold like gangbusters internationally, like that. It sold like over 5 million copies or something like that internationally. So it's like, of course they're gonna make a second one. But yeah, I mean, great. I just want to see. I'd love to see Nintendo do more of these like crossovers. Because it's not Nintendo actually developing this. This is actually like a second, like it's actually Ubisoft, you know, like they're developers, but they're using the Mario licenses. So I would love to see more of that. I don't know. If you could have like one like Nintendo crossover, like what would it be?
I guess the one Nintendo crossover I would want to see is probably Halo. I want to see Master Chief. That would be pretty cool. But like, I feel like all these crossovers are just like Fortnite, like whatever Fortnite's doing. Like, so like I'm just
on TikTok. It was like the kids play Halo 2, and he's like, "Oh, I can't believe they got the guy from Fortnite."
Yeah.
but I guess I more meant, where would you want to see Mario, like in another world?
Oh.
Like they have like Smash Brothers. I was like, well, because a lot of people, they were saying, because they also showed Kazuma, I think that's his name, from Tekken. He's gonna be the new Smash character, right? And then and so people were like that they wanted it reversed, that they wanted it to be like Link or Ganon in Tekken. And so I was like, dang, like that would, I thought that would have been badass, like, because I remember playing Soul Calibur, and Soul Calibur had Link in it back in the day. You could get like the GameCube version, and it had Link, and I think Yoda and Spawn. Like those were like the special characters.
Okay, I thought of something that they should definitely do a crossover for in regards to like your question. You remember PT when that came out, playable trailer for like a super scary game, the PT?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hill.
yeah, Silent Hill. I want Luigi to be the PT, and like he like how scared like he is, you know? That'd be really badass.
Fucking IRL Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, Luigi's Mansion PT.
Yeah. That'd be fucking bad. Yeah. That'd be so fucking good, dude.
Mario. You just hear this fucking demon like,
yeah,
fucking all crazy, dude. Like just
I think that'd be pretty good.
What about you, Nick? What's a Nintendo crossover you want to see?
I mean, I did say I haven't said anything because personally, I don't really keep track of much of Nintendo, so I personally don't have any specific like. I just like to play Smash, and that's about it. Like I don't really play many Nintendo games. I only play Nintendo Party and stuff like that when you go to like a friend's house and they want to play that like those games. But I personally never owned. Like I owned like Nintendo, what was it? Like the Nintendo 64 and the Game Boy, but I never owned anything above that. So I never really got into any of the other games. I don't know. So I watched the Nintendo Day, but like I was watching to see if there was anything cool, but it all just felt like I said, pretty much like rehashes of something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I want to see. The one I want to see is Mario Kart cross Twisted Metal.
Oh.
Like, that'd be bad.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
What? I mean, isn't Mario Kart already like a PG version of Twisted Metal? They just don't die.
They just need to dial it up. They just need to put. Okay, they need to put like Mario and his cart in Twisted Metal. That's what they need to do.
Well, what's the killer clown's name? I forgot his name.
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth. Yeah, just imagine Sweet Tooth just trying to kill his ass. That'd be pretty good.
I thought that was actually gonna be. It wasn't gonna be a rehash of Twisted Metal, but some other variation of it. But is that this year or next year? I think it was on PlayStation.
I don't know. Wait, well, that's one thing we didn't hear this week is we didn't hear anything from Sony. Like they want to do their own thing. The last thing we heard from Sony was information about the new Horizon Zero Dawn. But well, I guess we'll see. But they haven't announced anything just yet.
Do you think that Sony will announce a PlayStation washer? You know, since Xbox had a fridge.
Yeah, a PlayStation washer.
It's pretty funny. They showed the fridge, and I was like, "I'm
no, it's gonna be it's gonna be a router. Nice. It's gonna be a router, Nick."
The game that I kind of want, I've been always looking forward to, and like I've never seen another game be released is Burnout. I don't know if you guys ever were fans of Burnout, where like it's basically that game was so fun when it like the last one was like Burnout Paradise.
Recently, they did a remaster re-release on what is it on Steam and on Switch as well, I believe.
Like, it's been a while since I played Burnout. I just want a brand new game of Burnout. That'd be pretty cool. Like, Forza's cool and everything. It's like, I guess, an Xbox exclusive. And also, Need for Speed is cool, but I want Burnout. I want people to crash their cars and do all that, like, all the demolition stuff.
That's the only reason I like car games. It would be like Burnout. I don't know. Forza, for me, not a good thing. In my opinion.
No, I agree with you. I'm in the same boat with you.
I'm a sucker for car games, period. They always get me.
On Twitch, there's like actually a meta growing that people are playing driving games where they get like a whole wheel and everything, and they're just simulating driving. It's really funny. Like it's not even like racing. It's like actually like cargo. Like you're like a 18-wheel driver, and you have to do like 8-hour hauls, and you actually do the hauls. Like you actually drive all the way to that location, just like in Microsoft Airplanes or the planes ones. Like you just had to fly over there. It's the same thing, but with like 18-wheelers. I'm just like, okay, well I get there's a niche, like it's a niche game, niche game. It's a niche game, but like. I don't know. It's not for me, but for Snakerbot,
Nick doing that just in like a plaid shirt, just like with a trucker hat.
Yeah.
When I went to anime convention for Crunchyroll, they actually had like a station where they had like the whole setup where it'd be like driving simulators essentially. Like you have to like the wheel. Well, not I think you actually had some helmet too. The wheel, helmet, you have like the gas pedals and the stick, and I didn't get to play because there was also a really long line, but it seemed pretty cool.
So from all the different like showcases, which of like from all the days, which showcase killed the competition in y'all's opinion?
Well, I watched two, and out of those two, I enjoyed one of them. So I would go with Xbox and pretty much Xbox Day.
I watched more. I watched more than 2, and out of those, more than 2, I enjoyed Xbox as well. I thought Xbox, start to finish, they killed it. I mean, partially from help of their newest partner Bethesda, but it's great, good shit.
I saw like all the days, but I wasn't really paying attention to most of them. But the one that caught my eye was like Microsoft as well. Mm-hmm. I thought that what they were showcasing on that day was just like, compared to last year, what they were doing. Like last year we did also E3 review or whatever, right? And like I told you guys, to me, like that year it was just like a rebrand. Like they're pushing the Game Pass hard. They weren't really focusing on the games. Like they don't really care about that at that moment. They're just focusing on pushing E3, or not E3, pushing the Game Pass, and that's really important. And this year it was really apparent that that's what they did. Like all these games are going to be available on Game Pass on day one, which is... Oh, go ahead.
27 of them.
27?
Out of the 30. 3 of them are not.
Okay. Well, but most of the games are going to be on Game Pass on day one, right? And I'm pretty sure those 3 games that aren't on Game Pass are probably going to be on Game Pass eventually. Not on day one, but whatever. But yeah, all the games that they showcase, they show like what? Halo, Forza, that's pretty much it. Battlefield 2043 or whatever the fuck it was called. But yeah, like they had like really fun games. And there were also another game that was like a bunch of Left 4 Dead remixes, which I was just like, whoa, like I didn't know that this genre is like really big. Like a bunch
like
of
Back 4 Blood, and then there's that. I'm interested. There was that vampire one that they were like hyping up a lot. Like they were really hyping it up. You know, I guess because it's like a new IP, but like I was just, it's like a co-op, whatever. I don't know. I can't judge anything because it was just a fucking cinematic trailer and not a gameplay trailer. And I was just like, how? Like I can't get hyped for this. Like yeah, like it looks cool, but show me gameplay. You know? I need to know. I need to know how it's actually gonna play, especially if it's a new IP. You would think that they would like do a little bit of something.
Yeah, like whenever I watched the Nintendo one, they did a lot of gameplay, at least for the Metroid or whatever, how you say that.
Metroid.
Yeah, the Metroid Dread. I saw it, but a lot of people were getting confused, and I think that was like a bad move because like a lot of people are thinking that Metroid Dread is Metroid Prime 4, like the new one that they were teasing last year. Because they teased the new Metroid last year, but that's not this one. This one's a 2D side scroller that they apparently they were working on this a long time ago, but then it got nixed and then they revived it now that they can do it again. So, but I just saw that like on like from friends. It's like, oh, did you see the new Metroid? Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm like, it's just gonna be a 2D side scroller. We'll see.
Yeah, when I was watching it, a lot of people in the chat was like Resident Sleeper, go to the next. Resident Sleeper.
But those are the same ones that are like, oh, Poggers, Fortnite, Poggers.
Not wrong.
Yeah. But I mean, so one thing I wanted to talk about was like they're building all this hype, you know, for Xbox Series X. I mean, I want to say they're building hype for PS5 as well, but we didn't see any. Well, like we saw some like that are going to go to PS5. But not everything, and that's kind of sad as a PS5 owner. But the thing is too is that the chip shortage isn't going anywhere. You know, that chip shortage is still here, and so they're building hype for these games, for these consoles that people can't even get a hold of, which is also they can't spec PCs right now to play some of these awesome looking games. You know, it's so tough. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I heard that China or Japan is moving their miners to Texas.
Their miners?
What? Really? Oh no. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay, let's fill up. I was like, what?
I just Nick said it, and I thought about the other miners. Like I was like, Nick, why would you know that about people under 18?
No, what miners you guys are talking about?
Oh, okay.
You're talking about crypto miners.
Nick knows all about the miners.
because apparently it's good for them. Like they get benefits out of it. So
Oh, the
I
miners
was
get
just
benefits.
apparently Texas is crypto miner, cryptocurrency supporter, and yeah, because apparently over there people were mad. And I guess I only say this because in terms of the graphics cards and all that stuff that they're using in there, and parts from computers. Because like Eddie was looking for a graphics card the other day, and like the 2070 Super, I think it was running at like 1,000 or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, what the fuck? That's like I bought it for like 400 or 600. I don't remember the price.
Dude, it's gonna start getting to a point where we're gonna start being able to just have things like then that's like our commodity. Like right now, what is it? Shoot, like the microchips, fucking lumber, fucking what cars, like these are all things it's like that are worth more than money at this point.
Yeah. Well, so okay. In regards to all that crypto stuff, like the mining and the GPUs and whatever, right? Everything's appreciating in value. Like me and Chewy 911 have been looking for our own rig to start mining, and we were looking at these old miners that were from like 2 years ago, and at base value it was like $200, and those $200 miners are worth like around 2K now. So everything appreciated like a shit ton. I was just like, damn, that's insane. And like this little pin drive that was released this year, it costs like around $100. It's a pin drive that has like mining scripts, and it appreciated to all the way to 2K. They're selling it on eBay for 2K.
Fuck?
Yeah.
Just copy it and make your own.
Yeah. And then yeah, there's these two miners I bought, right? And they're like, I bought them for 400 and they're selling on eBay for like 2K. And I'm just like, oh, worst case scenario, I just sell the miners and I get my money back. That's the worst case scenario. Like, but yeah, everything for that mining stuff, it's kind of, I want to say it's slowing down, but all the ASIC miners are going up. And there's like two different types of mining, blah, blah. I don't want to get into it, but it's appreciating and also it's depreciating for like graphics cards and stuff like that. They're switching over to another type of mining. So yeah, like from my understanding, like all the graphics cards should be coming down in prices because the market is not focused on that anymore. They're focusing on ASIC mining. So hopefully, fingers crossed for anyone that's looking out for graphics cards. So.
I think it'll take a while.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take like a year. So
yeah,
it takes time.
They're saying like not till late 2022 almost.
Mm-hmm.
And by then we have another E3.
Like that also makes me wonder if that's the reason why Nintendo has been holding off on like, because there's been a lot of rumors that Nintendo's gonna have like their new console or like their new like a Nintendo Switch Pro. So that also makes me wonder if like that has to do with like the microchip stuff. If like there's something that they need for this new hardware and that they don't want to announce anything without being able to know if they're going to have stock.
Well, I mean, I feel like Nintendo always does like random shit, and then they don't really also release with the best hardware all the time. And I know Xbox fucked up last time, and we know we're gonna hate them for it, but Nintendo, I feel like, usually doesn't necessarily put like the best hardware in things. I mean, maybe this next generation might be now on par whenever they make a next generation, but like I feel like I think we talked about this last time also, like how Nintendo builds their stuff more for like just party gaming, not necessarily like true gaming. I don't know what we're like hardcore gamers. I feel like hardcore gamers are usually in the other two, unless you do like professional gaming for like Millie or something like that.
Yeah.
But then like at that point you're also not really trying to get like the best specs. Like you don't need high specs to be running those things. Does that make sense?
Yeah. On Twitch, when I was watching the Nintendo conference, on the Twitch chat, people were like 144p Pog. It's 144p. They're like getting really excited. I don't know why. You gotta hate it, but you gotta love it too, man. Fucking Twitch chat, yeah. Like it's so fucking stupid. Like they're really good.
144p.
Another game that I was kind of excited for is Stalker 2. I don't know if you guys remember that trailer. It was just basically
I saw the trailer.
It was like it was like a bunch of Russians in Chernobyl, and they're like, oh yeah, there's like a spooky ghost, the kukuis out there, and they start talking about a bunch of folklore in Russian, and it was just kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever played Stalker 1. It's like a super old ass game, and if I remember correctly, it was kind of spooky, but it wasn't that spooky. But hopefully this one's
Stalker, the George game.
Okay. But yeah, that game I'm kind of excited. But speaking about games that we're excited for, so what games are you guys excited for?
So like I was talking about it a little earlier. I'm a sucker for like good car games. Like I think it's just because when I was little, like I just always like I played, like my dad loves cars, and then also like my neighbor loves cars too. And so I used to go to their house and play like I used to play PlayStation, like we used to play Gran Turismo all the time. And so I've always been a sucker for car games. And so I'm really excited for the new Forza. I love like the new like all of the what is it? The like I love that it's in Mexico. You know what I mean? Like I think that the scene is really cool. I am kind of sad. Like I did see a lot of talk on Reddit. They were like, "Oh, it should have been Tokyo. It should have been," and I never even thought of that. But I was like, dude, a Forza in Tokyo would be like me throwing my money at the fucking wall. But
Like Fast
I
and
understand
Furious?
why. Like with Mexico, like you got all of the dirt. Like if you've seen one like car trailer for a next gen console, you've seen them all. It's like, here we have realistic dirt and realistic stuff. And I'm like, oh, it looks so cool. But I am really sad though because I don't have an Xbox Series X and my computer isn't spec'd just yet for 4K. So I mean, I guess once I get a 3080, maybe I'll be able to play it. But I really wish that this would come to PS5, but I don't know.
It looks like a really pretty game. Like we're looking at the trailer right now, and like the graphics looks on point. The particles, the rain, like whenever you splash into the water or it's raining and stuff like that, it goes on the screen. Which, like, I'm 50-50, but it seems for this game it's gonna work because it's a driving game. And yeah, I mean, it looks really fun. Mexico is a very beautiful like place, obviously, but it's really strange why they picked Mexico. Like, you're right. Like, I'm just like, why Mexico? Like,
Well, but like I mean, I just think of fucking Fast and Furious, like race wars. Like that's
Yeah.
in Mexico, it's in Baja. And I think that's what they were going for. They wanted like to do stuff like that, like the mountains of Mexico and stuff like that. But yeah, it looks really pretty, and I'm excited for it. I'm gonna find some way to do it.
Yeah, like I was confused because in the trailer they also put like piñatas, and I was like, what the fuck? Why are you playing this piñata thing on the trailer? I
They
don't
had
know.
like a piñata mini game, and I was like, oh, Fortnite. No.
That's exactly.
Nick, were you like a culture appropriation, please, or were you mad about that or
No,
no?
I was just like, why?
Oh,
are
you
you
see
doing
the dude? He's like with the sombrero, like.
We were saying when we were watching it, we were saying like, yo, why don't they put like the Zetas in here and shit? Like in the background, they start like attacking you or some shit.
Dude, okay. Real talk. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, hey, bro, where the cartels at? What the fuck?
Right? That's what we were saying. Where the
Who do you
cartels
think's running all the fucking races, bro?
And the cartels are the one dropping the piñatas, way.
Like one
You
of
have
them
to get
deliver
the money.
the car to the other side, and the car's full of drugs.
You're not supposed to, it's like quote unquote drugs. It's supposed to be like candy. Why the air
Piñatas.
quotes for drugs?
I mean, the game looks really good though. But yeah, I think I would be more on board if it was like Tokyo. I think that shit would be badass. Something about like the neon lights and the Tokyo culture and like cities and stuff like that. Also, Tokyo Drift. Like.
That's all I thought when he said Tokyo.
All I would do is I would just fucking get it. Like the first car I would buy would be a Nissan Skyline, soup it the fuck up, and then never get another car. Like that's all I would do is just drive around Tokyo in a Nissan Skyline.
In a garage going like this.
Yeah. In the garage. Oh, dude, can you imagine?
They call him DK. Why,
Yeah,
Donkey
you have to
Kong?
fucking, you must face DK. Oh no, it's not even the dude. It's the fucking farmer dude. Like you want rice? And then Dom comes out and he's like, I got you. And in his fucking, what is it? The Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
Dude, they'll make
I
a
heard you're the new DK.
dude. If fucking the Fast series, the Fast 5 or whatever, the Fast and the Furious series made a collab with Forza, nah, bro, that shit's gonna sell out. Like it's gonna go.
Dude, what's gonna happen? Midnight Club. They're gonna bring back Midnight Club. It's gonna be Midnight Club Fast and Furious edition, bro. Imagine. I used to love that game, man. That was like my favorite game on my PlayStation 2. Like fucking Rockstar racing game. Fuck yeah, dude. That was the best. The music, the cars, the customization, it was great. That's the game they need to bring back.
How about you, Nick? What game are you excited for that's coming up?
So I was excited for 2 games. One of them is actually Halo Infinite. You know, I personally really liked and I'm really excited for it. I can't speak too much about the actual story side of it. That I'll be excited. I did play part of Halo 3 story back in the day, but I never really played the full story of any other games. But the multiplayer, to me, it just feels like they did like a Halo 3 revival, and they just added possibly some stuffs, but I'm not exactly sure what they added personally, because it just looked to me like Halo 3.
I agree.
But it still looked like I want to play this game, and it's gonna be free to play.
I
What
know,
does that
that's the
say?
part where I'm just like, dude, free to play? Like Battle Pass? Like, yeah. They're saying that. So I read a little bit up on this, and they said that like their Battle Pass is gonna be like you buy it once and yeah, you can progress it however you want, like whenever you want. And then like they'll have their new season, and then you can buy and play that Battle Pass and progress that Battle Pass whenever. So, which I think is pretty cool. Like you can buy past Battle Passes if you want to like progress it like that. So I'm really excited. I think it'll be pretty cool too. I don't know.
Yeah, I think...
George, were you a big Halo person?
Yeah, I think Halo's for me, Halo was the game that made me try multiplayer. Halo has always been a game like I was like, oh, I want to play against people. This game looks badass. And like the first game I ever played online is Halo 3. That game was sick. We had many hours of playing Fat Boy or Fat Man or whatever the fuck it's called, and Duck Hunt and all the custom games in Halo. That shit was badass. And it was like the first time we would do like all nighters just playing Halo and stuff like that. And then the first game I ever played ever was like probably Halo 1. It was just like on the PC. I just played on the PC. Old school Halo. And that shit was badass too. But yeah, I've always been a fanboy of Halo. But recently it just like I lost my I guess my love for Halo, because all these Halo games are just all rinse and repeat and just like washed out, and like the story doesn't make any sense anymore. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm out. Like the last good Halo in my opinion was Halo Reach. I fucking love Halo Reach. That shit was badass. I played Halo 4 and Halo 5, and those were like meh. I like the story, but it wasn't for me, right? So I'm hoping that Halo Infinite is really good. So yeah. Halo 2. Yeah, I mean Halo 2 was also really good. I really fucking love Halo 2. That game was like.
I'm really happy that they're doing like free to play for the multiplayer, because I mean, like I just think that that's a really smart like marketing now, you know, like I don't know, I feel more comfortable than spending $60 for a campaign plus multiplayer, you know, but yeah, because I don't think I'll ever play. I don't think I'll play the campaign. I never played like 3 and 4 campaign. I think the last one I did play was like Halo 2 campaign. I'm pretty sure I rented it like at like Blockbuster or something. That's how long ago it was.
Ooh.
And I just played the campaign.
Old Netflix.
Netflix, Redbox.
uh, but yeah, like I really like. I think one of the grappling hooks new, right?
Well,
Yeah, I don't
Halo.
think.
Well, the characters had different abilities. I'm not sure if the grappling hook is new, but they did have all different abilities. I know in Halo Reach, that was the first one that you could sprint. You have like an invulnerability. You could send a clone out. You could do different things. But I'm not entirely sure if it's unique for this one. It might be. But anyone with
So I
grappling
think they're
hooks, people
bringing
like
those
it.
things for this one.
Yes, yes, they're bringing it.
And
But
I mean,
I'm
it goes.
hoping that they make the maps bigger or like more people in them. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think too. It goes on set like the you're watching the trailer. It's fucking beautiful too. The game looks really good. So.
Well, they delayed it. That's the reason why, because everyone was giving them shit last year. They're like, this game looks like a piece of shit. We don't want it. And then, what's it called? 343, which is like, okay, sorry. We know we want Halo to be really good, and we're going to delay it. Yeah, sorry. COVID, we can't do anything because of COVID. We delayed it for a year, and they delayed it for a year, and then now they have this, and it's really good. But, I mean, it looks really nice.
Well,
It's a really pretty game.
That's what I'm hoping. Like, I don't know. I heard some people saying that they thought it didn't look good. To me, it looks good. It looks like better, like pretty much Halo 3, but like better looking in my opinion. But I don't know. Like, do you think that because they had to redo it, like they did the free to play, or do you think that was like planned from the beginning to make it free to play?
I think it was planned since the beginning. Just because they sold Master Chief's assets to Fortnite. It was always part of the plan to make it free to play. Because they already captivated an audience in Fortnite, which is free to play, and now they were gonna make the multiplayer free to play. So I always thought that it was gonna be free to play, just because they sold it to Fortnite. That's the only reason.
Imagine though if they said one more thing and they were like,
It's out tonight.
128 Master Chiefs drop out of a plane, and fucking oh dude, Battle Royale. Dude, would y'all play that?
You know, I thought that this like the what is it called? Is it Valheim or like the map that comes out in the trailer? It's
Yeah,
called
Valheim.
no?
Yeah, Valheim. It's I think we're probably butchering it, but I know what you're talking about.
Like if they made that map bigger in order to like hold like I don't know 60 players or something, I think that'd be really fun. Like with all those fucking with the warthogs and everything. Like I think how much was it back in the day? Like the biggest player set versus.
Well, 12v12, I think maybe.
I think it would be. I think it was 18 versus 18 because it was on PC port. It's on a PC port. I think you can even play it right now, 18 versus 18. So it's like 36. So.
Like I don't know. I feel like that map with tons of people. Like I just remember playing it, and then like you have people worrying about capturing the flag. You have people fighting in the middle of the map, and the right side, like in the other side, like. I don't know, you have people sniping and you have people getting mad at people sniping. I don't know. Like, I'm happy with this. I'm just hoping, like, you know how Warzone came out? When it first came out? What was the Call of Duty Modern Warfare, right? Is that the name of the... Before this one? Yeah. So, like, I feel like this is that. This is, like, this Halo Infinite is that for Halo.
Oh, Modern Warfare.
As long as they don't do a fucking black... the one that just came out for Call of Duty that nobody likes.
Oh yeah.
I just hope they don't do something like that.
Like Blackout. Yeah. Blackout, I think is what it was called.
Yeah.
So you're saying like it's a complete new rebrand then? That's what you're saying? Because I felt like the Modern Warfare was like a rebrand, restart of the whole franchise, in my opinion. That's how I saw it.
Well, at least for me, it just feels like, I mean, because I'm like you, where I stopped. I think I played in Halo, the one you said, because I played
Reach?
Halo 3 and then the next one.
Halo Reach?
Reach.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I played that one with you, but then after that I stopped playing any of the games. So to me, this feels just like, it's like getting back into it. But
well, I mean, like what you said though, it's like this is a new model for them, right? So it's like this is a new way for them to present themselves, like in the seasonal model and not have to put sequels. You know, they can still make updates and they can make they can do skins, they can do maps, they can do whatever, and then they just charge you for the season. versus making you pay $80 for a brand new IP or a brand new game, and they don't have to have a campaign to go with it. Like if they want to, they can continue to make campaigns, but they don't have to. They no longer have to worry about the multiplayer, because the multiplayer is going to exist in some form or fashion. Like it's just going to be there for them to update.
Yeah, I think like they should do that. Like I hope they stay like how you're saying, like Fortnite, where they have, you know, their Fortnite, their main game is just, and they just keep updating and adding shit to it. Like if they do that, I think it'd be good. As long as they don't do like I with Call of Duty did, like just bring out a whole nother fucking game. And then I mean they added stuff to Warzone, but it still felt like it like threw people off and we're like, I'm out.
See, now we're gonna get Fortnite guy in Halo. That's what's gonna happen next.
Well, in regards to what Nick was saying, the reason why it has all that the Call of Duty stuff was such like a, I guess, a hassle is because 3 companies have to release games for Call of Duty, and for Halo it's just 343, and they have the liberty to just like what they did. They delayed the game if it wasn't finished. They delayed it, and over here in Call of Duty they're unable to do that. Because they're like, okay, well, that Sledgehammers is next year, and then the following year it's Infinity Ward or whatever, right? So like, before I feel like there was a bunch of like mix up because 343 and Bungie had property for Halo, but once 343 got the complete license from Bungie, well, I guess they're still like sister companies. Bungie doesn't have that much input on 343 anymore. But yeah, 343 is now their own thing, and they're just releasing Halo how they want it, so they could do whatever they want, and I don't think. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make Halo Infinite their forefront, like so. Like they're just be focusing on this game. They want to perfect it. I mean, why else would they want to like delay the game? If it was like, if it was something like what I guess Call of Duty was doing, they would just release it and fix it on the run, and everyone's gonna be bitching at them and blah blah, right? You already know how they are, right? But yeah, that's my 2 cents in regards to what Nick was saying.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
agree.
and they still have a campaign for it though. I don't. Do we know if they have to pay for that one?
Yeah. So from my understanding is that if you want to, like you said, the multiplayer is free to play, and for those that want to play the campaign, you pay like $60 for the campaign or whatever it has to be. Just like in Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare, you could play Warzone for free, but if you want to get the campaign and the multiplayer, because those are 2 different things, you could pay $60 and you could get the game. I personally think it's a really good idea, like all that for Halo, for 343 doing that. But yeah, like hopefully they don't botch it. Like if they don't botch day 1, I think it'll be really good, because like a lot of companies get all this hype and then day 1 their servers are down, no one can play it, and everyone's bitching, and all that, even though it doesn't seem that big of a deal because they're like, oh, we could play it tomorrow or whatever, it loses the company's momentum and they get a bad reputation after that. So like anything, like hopefully, like I said, like if they don't botch day 1, then I think it's just gonna be whoop, like the 343 stocks are going up, boys. We invest, right? But other than
Why
the good thing
like
too is like,
wait, what?
No, go ahead.
oh, I was just saying, like the good thing is too, it's like they're releasing Xbox and PC like same time, you know, like games for Windows, and it's gonna be on Game Pass. So that's even more like you got the free game, and like, so I mean, I might have Game Pass, you know, by that point in time, and so I might play the campaign if I want to, but I don't have to pay the $60. I'll just pay the $10 or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're probably gonna be running it on Microsoft Azure, I assume. And I don't know what that tells you because it's not AWS, but you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There was another game that I also wanted to do like a quick shout out that I just remembered. And I don't think we have a trailer for this one, but I just wanted to say.
Wait, what's the trailer?
I think, no, you don't have to put one. I think it's Diablo I don't even know the name. It's like Diablo something that they did a shout out for.
The Diablo 2 remastered or whatever.
I think so. It just looked cool because they're gonna have a co-op up to 8 players, and I don't know. That's like pretty cool in my opinion. I don't know. I haven't even played a Diablo game, but I saw the 8 players and I was like, finally, I can get most of my friends in here. Because every game is like 4 players now, and it's really hard to find games that you can have more than 4 players.
Nick, do you have more than 4 friends?
Well, I got 3 here. I mean, 2 here.
3
Total
here.
of 3, and then they have like 5 in the chat, right, chat?
I'm just kidding. No, I mean, another game that I was excited about was the Sea of Thieves expansion. I'm curious what they're gonna do with the Pirates of the Caribbean license. Like, I Sea of Thieves is a cool game, but like, it's hard. I feel like now it's like a weird loop, right? I mean, like, I feel like you have to. It's almost like Destiny, right? You have to find people who want to dedicate themselves to that game with you to play it for a long period of time. Because I want to play that game, but you can't play it alone. They have solo boats. You're gonna get fucked every time. Like you're on your like little dinghy boat, like, you know, like just like rowing along, and then fucking here comes a big chungus fucking like 4-person boat.
Big
like,
chungus.
like they just fucking attack you and steal all your shit. Like, can't do nothing.
So I've only
But
played
I am
like
interested.
I've only played Sea of Thieves like with Snakerbot because it was free to play for a while, and like I was like, this game's pretty fun, but like you said, it's like one of those games that you have to play with friends, and like not that many people. Like, I don't know, our group of friends, we play the game for like a day or for like a week, and we're just like, let's go back to League or let's go play Valo or something that we're always playing, right? So like I always thought it was a really fun game. I just need to play with other people, right? But like the whole partnership with like Pirates in the Caribbean, I think that's really cool, really neat, and maybe it'll pull more people. The only person I always see consistently streaming it is Summit and Lyric. Those 2 people are always playing Sea of Thieves, so I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool, but I'm to this day, like, I'm so happy because Sea of Thieves was like the first game that came out on Game Pass, where they were like, if you buy it on Game Pass, it's first day or whatever, you get to play the full game. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try it out. And like, and I tried it out, and I was so happy I fucking did, because all my friends that paid $60 for the game are no longer playing that game. And I'm like, I'm sitting over here like I spent a whole $5, you know?
Yeah, like my friend told me the same thing. Like, bro, you play with me this game called Sea of Thieves, and I'm like, oh. And then he told me it's on Game Pass, and I was like, oh, it's on Game Pass. And then like I think that's when I first researched about Game Pass, and I was like, it was when you like convert for $1, and I was like, all right, I'm buying 2 years. And then I bought 2 years, and then I converted it.
Nice.
I had that for a while, but I tried it out, but yeah, definitely it's like more of a you get everybody online type of game, and then like you go and, you know, beat pirates together.
Maybe we gotta go be pirates one day. It sounds like fun. We get like 4. I think it's, what is it, 4? Max 4?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's max 4. But like, maybe we get four of us in there, and we just fucking sail the high seas.
Yeah. What about you, George?
The game I'm most excited for is Among Us 15-player lobbies. No, I'm kidding.
Nani? 15 players? Are you serious?
Yes.
It's kind of sus, bro.
No, but for real, the game I'm really excited for is Battlefield. Battlefield looks so sick, dude. This game looks insane. Like, I don't know, I've always been a fan of Battlefield ever since like Battlefield Bad Company. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played Battlefield Bad Company. That shit was so sick. And this game is just like it's just on steroids. Battlefield 5 on steroids, or 4 on steroids. Because like there's environmental, it's always been environmental stuff. Like there's always been like sandstorms and tornadoes and stuff like that. But like this, it just looks really epic. And like the last game that came out was Battlefield 5, and that was in World War II, and it got mixed reviews because of like, it was more like political stuff. It wasn't really the gameplay itself. It was just political stuff. And then they added the what's it called, the Battle Royale version of their version, which is Firestorm. And like I never played it, but it looked really fun as fuck. And Battlefield is one of those games like you have to play with a group of people. But this game looks like it's insane. Like the scale of it, the whole atmosphere, it's future. It's part of the future, right? So it just looks really cool.
Yeah, it does look really nice. To me, it looks like what Forza does with the background, except like I actually want to play this game because I'm not just racing around.
Yeah, no, I mean, so me personally, I never actually got to like dive into a Battlefield game. All of my friends played Call of Duty, so I always played Call of Duty with them. So, but I mean, this looks really cool. You know, like there's a lot of aspects to it. 128 players, that's ridiculous. And then like all of the weather effects, everything, it looks pretty. Like it looks like an epic gamer moment. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty. It looks pretty cool, man.
Okay. I have Battlefield 1, right? Battlefield 1 is based off in World War 1. And this one came out in 2016. And after watching the trailer, I'm just like, fuck, I want to play Battlefield. Like, I really want to play because like it just looks really cool. And I got Jesus to download it. I downloaded it and Eddie downloaded it. And the lobbies are 32 versus 32. And like it's so fucking chaotic, just like how I remember, right? Battlefield has always been a very chaotic game, but it's also very cinematic. Like it's just insane to me. Like you're just like driving in the tank, and the next thing you know, a fucking helicopter's shooting at you, and it just looks like you're a part of a fucking movie, right? I'm just like, a la madre, bro. But like, it also put things in perspective too, because there's these things called operations in Battlefield, right? And you start off in one location and you have to conquer the land, and then you go until like you capture the whole thing, right? And one of the missions in Battlefield 1, you start off in a boat and you actually have to drive in boats to land and conquer the land. And if you're not able to conquer, you just spawn in boats, continue spawning in boats until you get the land, right? So that shit was always like really fucking cool. And like when I played it, I'm just like, fuck, dude, this is 30 versus 30. Just imagine in real life, bro, when it's 15,000 versus 15,000. Like, how the fuck? Like, everything's so chaotic.
Fire everywhere.
Yeah, like, if it's chaotic for 30 versus 30, just imagine in real life. Like, when this shit happen, a la madre way. There's no fucking way. Like,
yeah, like, I don't know. Every time I think about Battlefield, I always just think about putting C4 on bikes and then, like, jumping off and then triggering it to blow up. That's literally what I picture. Just blowing up shit all the time, putting C4s in the building,
yeah.
and then like walking away, poof, and then.
I remember when drones were first introduced, what we would do was like, we would get a drone and then throw C4 on it, and we're like, okay, go. And we fly the little drone, and they're like, okay, you're good, blow it up. And then you blow it up and you get like a triple or whatever, right? That's when drones were first introduced to games, and that's what we always did, and like we always loved doing that kind of stuff. Or also with the little ATVs, we just like, okay, you're gonna kamikaze, bro. We're just gonna put a shit ton of C4 and just tell us when you're next to the tank, and you just start driving and you just say, okay, ready, boom, blow it up, and you blow it up and you get like a triple kill or whatever. But yeah,
yeah.
The game is just like it's like a very quote unquote epic game because there's so many people and so many things going on, jets are flying over you, fucking infantry, tanks, whatever, right? It's just very chaotic game.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're doing this kind of backwards, but like what's everybody been playing lately?
I've been playing Battlefield. I've been playing Battlefield 1, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I've been playing Battlefield 1. That game is just really fun. But like the only thing I will say about Battlefield that does worry me is that it is an EA game, and EA is very fucking stinky. It's like Origin, holy shit! Like when I was like, I don't know, I get really frustrated talking about Origin because it's such a trash launcher. It's so bad.
Apparently, the launcher they're changing it out. It's gonna be EA Play soon. Like an EA Play launcher.
Well, hopefully it's not ass.
I don't know if that'll make it any better.
Yeah. Apparently they rewrote it in Go, so I was kidding.
Oh.
I mean that makes everything better, right?
But yeah, I mean, I know that me and Jesus have been playing it, and like we like the game, but it's just the fucking Origin servers are trash. Like for like sometimes when we join like games, we just join a lobby that's empty. And we're just like, what the fuck? Okay, we just wait there for like 30 minutes, no one joins. I'm just like, okay. whatever. And then we back out and then rejoin, and it puts us in the lobby with a bunch of people. I'm just like, okay, why didn't you do this for 30 minutes? Hello? But yeah, like Origin's just like a caca. It's just caca, bro. Like Origin and EA. Hopefully EA steps it up because DICE is such a good company. DICE makes really good games, in my opinion. Like all the games that they play or they made, I've always been fans of, right? Well, Battlefield games, right? but DICE has always like delivered. It's just like EA just holds them back. Like I mean Star Wars Battlefront 2. That game was such a good game. We played it, we streamed it, and like I'm a really big fan of it, but it's just EA was so fucking greedy with the loot boxes. They're just like, okay, loot boxes, nothing's free, everything you have to pay $1 for loot boxes or whatever. And someone actually calculated how much it would take for you to get everything in day one. It was like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was like, a la madre, bro. EA fucking they're dude.
What the hell?
Yeah. And like I guess they're used to milking their like FIFA players because FIFA don't give a fuck and they just want to buy the card packs from FIFA. Mm-hmm. But like not every gamers are FIFA, okay? Like yeah. You guys understand, like FIFA players, like they love doing the packs and stuff like that, and they pay shit ton of money to get the packs, but like
and they get the same game every year.
Yeah, they get the same game every year, just like Battlefield 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because I got the same game every year. Sad,
but,
sad but true. What have you been playing, Mr. NABjr?
So I haven't felt that great this week, so I actually haven't really been playing stuff. What I can tell you about is that I spent from all the way from when I woke up to like 5 p.m. without eating because I had to go to the fucking doctor, and then they made me wait 4 hours extra to get a fucking ultrasound, and it was like I was so pissed, dude. But at this point, I'm like, bro, I'm starving already. I'm dying. If I say schedule it for tomorrow, then they're gonna do this shit again, and I'm gonna be starving tomorrow. Like, I'd rather just starve for one day. And like, it was so bad that like the person in charge like came and he brought me and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm sorry you've been waiting for so long. Oh, we only have one tech right now for the whole hospital. And there's 10 people in front of you right now, and 6 in the emergency room because it's essentially a hospital, right?" And I was like, and he was like, "Do you want to reschedule? Do you want to wait?" And I was like, "Well, I can wait another hour. If he's back, like if he can take me in an hour, then I'm good because look, I haven't ate anything, I haven't drank anything the whole day. Like this has been torture already. Like I don't want to do this tomorrow again." So thankfully, like a little bit later, the guy came back and like he was able to come and do it. But bro, I was just so mad. Like there was this lady that was there apparently since like 9 in the morning, and she was waiting till like 3 or 4. Like I hadn't eaten all day, but like mine was scheduled later, so I was there a little bit less time. But she was able to call this guy. You know how you pull the strings. Like this guy in a fucking suit. Like imagine you're watching a movie, right? And you always like see the movie where like the person like has to call in a favor. Well, this lady fucking called in a favor from this guy in a suit. He just comes and like walks in like, "Oh, I'm sorry. And then he puts like his badge in the thingy, goes in, talks I don't know somebody, and he's like, "All right, you're going up next." And I'm like, fucking bullshit. What about everybody else?
But this is in Laredo, right? Or was this in Laredo?
Yes.
Well, that no wonder way.
Yeah, I know. I was like, stinky.
Yeah, stinky.
Like I was just fucking annoyed.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I guess I cut my hand a little bit. I was cutting the grass. Don't know how it fucking happened, but I cut myself. Yeah.
You're just accident prone, dude. You're just gonna like.
Right now, I am. I'm broken prone right now.
It's like for me, I played. So last weekend, I just beeline through Ratchet and Clank, and I fucking finished the game in like 10 hours. It's a pretty cool game, and had I done like all the side quests, I'd say probably it would have taken me longer. And like tried to unlock everything, but I was just like, I just want to finish the game, like see how it is. It was a really good story, fucking beautiful game. And I'm really glad I did what I did, because after I beat the game, it's like, do you want to start challenge mode? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. And so, because in challenge mode, you can, it's like all the other Ratchet and Clank games, where once you beat the game, you can play it again with all your same weapons, all leveled up, but then they have additional level ups for those weapons. And so I haven't been able to unlock all the new level ups yet. But man, like I'm excited too, because every time you go another level, it like sometimes it like changes the way the gun works. Like I know if you have like a level 1 gun versus a level 5 gun, like it does different things. Like it has new properties, new upgrades and stuff like that. But man, I really love the game. So I'm probably gonna continue playing that, and then I'm really excited this weekend. I'm probably gonna get into the new Final Fantasy VII episode with Miss Yuffie. So that looks pretty good. I want to check out the graphics on that with that PS5, and then yeah, I'm pretty excited.
How about Rick and Morty?
Oh yeah, Rick and Morty starts this weekend. We'll probably be watching it in our Discord, so be sure to join us there.
Yeah, I'm talking about Rick and Morty. I actually wanted to go watch, hopefully this weekend, what is it called? The action movie that we said, George?
Hitman Bodyguard?
Yeah, that
Hitman
one.
something.
With the wives. Yeah, the wives something bodyguard.
Yeah.
I want to go watch that
Hitman's
one.
Wife's Bodyguard. Yeah, that one looked good. Or it looks funny. Did you guys know that fucking Rick from Rick and Morty is in Fortnite?
No, I did not.
Oh yeah, I did know that. Yeah, I saw that in a TikTok.
I saw Ninja fucking playing it the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, and he's like 2D cell shaded too. It's like,
I don't know, man.
Really
it's weird.
man. I was like, fucking chills, dude. They're selling out.
Yeah, dude.
Rick and Morty selling out.
Nick, will you sell out and be part of Fortnite? Like we just copy you and then put it on Fortnite? Would you be okay with that?
I want Nick's feet skin.
Can we get like a lot of money?
A lot of money. It's just $2.
No. $2, nah. It has to be a lot of money.
Hey, if you think about it, you'll be in the same universe as Thanos, Mr. Captain America, fucking Master Chief.
For $2? Hell no.
Like it just gets snapped. Nick gets snapped.
He's fixed. He's all better now. Thanks, Thanos, for fixing me.
Oh.
You're welcome,
this
my
past
child.
week, I also watched, I think pretty much everything I told you I wanted to watch, George, like, I think last week, or whenever our podcast got released, I forgot. But, like, I watched Cruella. I enjoyed it. I actually liked that movie. I watched, I think y'all watched it too, The Conjuring. And then, actually, I'm missing one. A Silent Voice 2, I haven't seen that one. But I watched the Into the Heights.
Yeah. I didn't know that
In the Heights, you mean?
Nine was in that movie.
Oh yeah, In the Heights.
Yeah, Into the Heights. I was like, what the fuck? There's a remix already?
You're thinking of Into the Woods, the other musical. What's it called? What did I start? I started watching Loki, the new Disney Plus show. That shit, if you guys haven't started watching it yet, pretty fucking good. Like Owen Wilson and fucking
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun show.
I haven't seen
I
it.
watched the first episode. I haven't seen the second one yet.
Yeah, it comes out on Wednesdays, which is kind of weird. It's a weird cadence, but yeah. So I watched it yesterday.
I only saw clips
Pretty
because
good.
like for some fucking reason my YouTube algorithm's all whacked off, and like it just like showed me the scene of Loki watching himself get killed. I was like, what the fuck? Where was this? I'd never seen this before. And then it was like in the very bottom, the description was like, scene from Loki, the TV show. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. I was like, what movie was this in?
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
I was just so confused.
Yeah.
I was just like, what movie was this? Like, But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
think
good.
Andy said that they might try to like patch all those holes that they kind of like leave off in the normal timeline. But I don't know. Also, I think in the radio that for whatever reason, you know how you said it's weird that it comes out on Wednesday, but they've gotten more views on Wednesday versus all the shows that came out on Friday.
Interesting. Well,
by a lot.
Was the last one the Falcon one? Did they do that one on Wednesdays?
No, I think that was on Fridays as well as like
Mandalorian was on Friday.
One.
I did hear that too, though, that it was like their highest like premiered episode of like any show that they've done so far. So yeah, pretty cool.
I think that like primetime TV is probably Wednesday, honestly, like Wednesday night, because like it's the middle of the week. People are like just already tired from work and they just want to relax. A lot of other people just go out on Fridays, especially now since COVID's like getting better, so people are not going to be watching shit on Friday. So I think Wednesday is a good time to release shit. Yeah. My opinion.
Fucking Disney, fucking smart.
Yeah.
They're fucking smart, man. That mouse, he's got a big brain.
Can you imagine they make a mouse AI?
Do you guys ever think that Mickey Mouse is gonna be part of the public domain?
I mean, probably not. I don't know. I mean, because how many years does it have to be? Is it 30 years?
It was 60 and then they extended it. It's okay. The lead person for copyright is Disney. They've been extending that longer and longer so they can keep their mascot. That's the reason why copyright's so trash. And I fucking hate Disney for it because I don't know, I want to go in a tangent for this, but
they do like a South Park episode with that, with the fucking mouse, like
yeah. I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure they got sued by Disney. Like that shit's
definitely.
Yeah. South Park, like I've been watching South Park from the beginning, and that shit is still so fucking good. Like there's like rarely any shows like I just laugh out loud. And that show always still cracks me up. Like, I'm just, like, bursting in tears, dude. That shit's so funny. But it's, like, super not PC. That's why I'm just, like, laughing. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? They said that shit? Holy shit. Like,
all right. We just, like, I saw that the other day. He's like, you know what show can't... It's like one of those TikTokers. You know what show can't be canceled? Take a look. And then fucking...
South Park is good, dude.
Like, some clip from South Park.
Yeah. They showed fucking Muhammad, bro. They showed Muhammad. That shit's like, holy fuck. Like, who does that? That shit's insane.
Yeah. Oh, fucking, what a world we're living in, man. Shit's changing every day. Here we are.
Yeah. With that being said, I feel like this is a good stopping point for the podcast. We talked about all these things that are happening for the future for gaming, E3, and yeah, I mean, what was everyone else's what is everyone interested for E3? Leave a comment in our comment section or talk about it in the chat. Whoever, what's your favorite game that you're looking forward to the coming years, I guess. But yeah, this is SavePoint signing out. See you guys.